Hey all, welcome back to SLB Basement Bourbon Bar. I am Kurt Ludington, your resident host and bartender. Today we're going to be doing an original SLB cocktail, but I did not create it. My son Trenton Davis created this cocktail. Him and I got together. We've been doing a lot of virtual stuff, FaceTime. You got COVID, baloney going on. So we've been doing a lot of stuff for the last several months over FaceTime, virtual mixing, one and the next, just having a good time. So we set out to make an original cocktail, and he came up with one that I am just astounded by. I'm not kidding. I know he's my son. I'm proud of him, but this drink, honestly, this cocktail is absolutely astonishing. It is so good. I wanted to share it with you today. So this is an SLB original from Trenton Davis, the producer of the show, and the title of the cocktail is Lavender Fields Forever. Before we get started, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. You won't regret it. Once you've done that, hit that notification bell, and then you won't miss a single episode of the show. All right, without any further ado, let's get started on this original cocktail, Lavender Fields Forever. Now, Trenton, he likes his cocktails just a little bit on the bitter side. He enjoys a bitter cocktail. Now, as you can see from my lineup up here, I will be using a decent amount of Campari, 3/4 ounce to be exact. As all of you know, Campari is a pretty bitter aperitif. So he also included, which I'm going to do today because it's his cocktail, I'm going to include 2 dashes of lavender bitters. If you're not, all the way on board with a bitter cocktail, feel free to omit the lavender bitters, but whatever you do, don't miss out on the rest of the ingredients. Okay, past the 2 dashes of lavender bitters, we are going to pour in 3/4 ounce of lavender syrup. Today I'm using Monin lavender syrup, real easy to find right on Amazon. You can order it. A few days later, you have it on your doorstep. After that, we're going to pour in 3/4 ounce of freshly squeezed lemon juice. All right, once we have that in the tin, we're going to hit up our Campari, our bitter component to the cocktail. And again, we're going to pour in 3/4 ounce of Campari. All right. Now, for the main spirit of the cocktail, we're going to use gin today. This is a gin-based cocktail. This is extremely important as far as the balance and the overall flavor of this particular cocktail. I'm going to be using Monkey 47 gin. This gin rocks. This gin is absolutely fabulous. However, this gin is also anywhere from $45 to $50 a bottle, depending on where you're located, which could be a little bit high. So, here's what I want you to do. If you cannot or you do not have the Monkey 47 gin, whatever you do, use a gin that's a very floral gin. Monkey 47 is a very floral gin, and it is just a beautiful, beautiful gin. But I think a Hendrick's, their release was the Summer Solstice, is a very floral gin. Anything that you can find that you know that you've tasted is an extremely floral gin will work out just fine. But for today, we are going to use what I feel is the Cadillac of all gin, which would be the Monkey 47. Now we're going to pour in 1.5 ounces. Everything else was 3/4 ounce, but for this, we are going to pour in 1.5 ounces of Monkey 47 gin. Now, that's all the ingredients of the cocktail. We're going to get some ice in this tin, and we're going to give it a shake. All right, that ought to do it. My tin is nice and frosty. My hands are freezing. So that's a good indicator that we've got good dilution and a nice chill on the cocktail. I have a beautiful coupe glass ready to go. This cocktail I want to get as clean as possible. So we are going to double strain. That is just a beautiful, beautiful color to the cocktail due to the Campari. There you have it. That's Lavender Fields Forever. Now, I thought about different garnishes, and I just don't have anything here that is, in my opinion, justifiable for this beautiful cocktail. I thought about a dehydrated lemon wheel, and it's just too pretty to put that on top of there. What would work out fantastic, which I don't have here, I wish I did, would be some edible flowers, some really kind of a pretty edible flower arrangement right here on the back of the cocktail would just be an amazing presentation, so keep that in mind. But for now, we don't have that, and that's okay, because I'm going to give this a taste, and I know it's going to be ridiculously good. That is amazingly good. It really, really is. Trenton Davis, you did a fantastic job. This is so well balanced. Now keep in mind you got a little bit of bitterness from this Campari. Even if you don't really like bitterness at all, you can try this cocktail and substitute Aperol for the Campari, and that'll tone down the bitterness even more. But I just don't think you'll do it justice unless you at least try with the ingredients that are shown here. You do get a little bitterness kick out of this Campari. It's a little bit more bitter with the lavender bitters. You can completely omit that if that's not your thing. But all the flavors from the lavender syrup, it's got a beautiful lavender hue to the cocktail. You can taste that on your palate. This Monkey 47 gin is ridiculously good. It's extremely floral, and it goes so well with the rest of the ingredients of this cocktail. This cocktail is a banger. I mean, it is that good. Excellent job, Trent. Excellent job. I hope you enjoyed the show today. As always, please drink responsibly. And then we're going to see you next time right down here with me in the good old basement bourbon bar. See ya.